What's up, y'all? Sorry about that. Ooh, I meant to change my shirt. Ooh, I meant to change my shirt before I started. Hey, you guys. Sorry about that. Hi. Let me say hi to the people as we go. Happy Saturday to you guys. Happy Saturday. All right. Hey, Corey, L Love, Willie Brown. Hey, Mr. Willie Brown. Hey, Marnie, B-Lo, Lemon Kush, Wendy, Miss Bynum, Natty. What's going on? Hey, Powerful. Marky Mom, Vintage. Hey, girl, is that legal? Listen, what are you doing? Let me know if you want to come up because I am going to open up the panel and, I'll let you up first, honey. I'll send you the link now, girl. How are you? You were on my mind the other day. I was like, I ain't talked to my Simone. Hey, Diva, how are you, my love? Hey, Citizen Jane. What's up, Kimmy? Carol, Symmetry. What's up, Sharon? Hey. Powerful said, people, before we pass judgment, let's hear all sides of the story. She is problematic, but deserves to give her side. Okay. Hey, King Colton, what's up, Kishwar? Hey. Sharice, the lady needs to realize that she can't just be putting her hands on folks. She's going to run across somebody that may have no problem powing her. Yeah. Hey, Mama Mia, how you doing? My boo. Hey, boo. Shout out to all my members that are lit up in green. Do not forget, you guys, that on December the 1st starts the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway. It is a members only giveaway. So if you are a member by December the 1st, you are eligible. So if you are already a member, your name will be in the hat because you will be, your membership doesn't expire until after December the 1st. Because I'm going to pull the names on December the 1st. So if you are a member on December the 1st, hold on, I got to take this call. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I think that was a pocket dial. I'm trying to get y'all an exclusive. I'm trying to get my people an exclusive. So I thought that was the person calling me back, but I think they pocket dialed me by accident. So anyway, what up, Nay? What's up? Oh, Nay, I need to call you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not my niece. That's my other Janae. Hey, Janae. But that does remind me I need to call my niece. What up, Yana? You on your way to your birthday dinner? Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Y'all drop emojis in the chat for Yana. Y'all know that's one of my day one A1s. Everybody say happy birthday to my boo thing, Yana. Hey, Amber. Hey, Ina. What's going on? What's up, Love Black? Hey. Oh, she said, no, lock her up. Lock her up. Okay. Well, I'm going to drop the link. I don't have a lot to talk about, so let me get through the things that I need to get through. Oh, you have food poisoning, girl. Oh, no. Take care of that. Cha. What up, Don? Hey, boo. Hey. So I am going to drop the link. So you guys, if you want to come up, if you guys want to come up and share, you will. I have a few other things to talk about, and then it'll be an open panel for, y'all know I usually give y'all about 30 minutes unless the conversation get a little going. I give you guys some time if you want to come up and speak your speak. I will say that, yes, in this country, you are innocent until proven guilty. And we are hearing people tell their side of the story. But, yes, hey, that's the country we live in. All right. So we'll get to Chrisean last since y'all, it ain't really nothing to get to other than, like I said, opening up the door if y'all want to speak on it. If you want to speak on it. So let me get to these other things first. So we are in our tribe meeting. Now, for my members already know what I'm talking about when I say I'm trying to get us an exclusive. Y'all know I already talked to somebody that told us some things. So I'm trying to set up something. I'm just trying to set up something. But let's get into the things before let's get into this, you guys. All right. Where do I want to start? I'm gonna start with Tasha K because I want to explain to you guys. I did not. While I believe Chrisean is a person of faith, she needs to start therapy to learn the tools to manage her emotions and navigate the world. Yeah, I believe she knows God. I just think, yeah. So I did watch some of the Tasha K Sydney Star interview. We talked about that the other day as it relates to her and Maddie and that whole situation. So I did watch some of the interview over on Tasha K Live, right? I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. I couldn't finish the interview. I couldn't get through it. It was a total shit show from the beginning. It was just a total. I could not. Mia, you can become a member. If you have an iPhone, you have to actually go to your laptop. I don't know how to become a member from an iPhone because I'm an iPhone and there's a particular person whose channel I've been trying to join for weeks and I keep forgetting to do it when I'm in front of my computer. But I can drop the link, but I don't think the link works if you have a. Thank you for becoming a member, Natty. Let me see. Give me a second. Let me drop the link. Let me find the link to become a member. Let me find the link. But I'll keep talking while I'm doing that. So because the link is actually on my it's in my description box on my channel, but like I said, you would need to I don't know if you could do it from an iPhone. But again, I'll keep talking while we're doing this. So I was watching the video, and honestly, like I said, you guys, it was hard to watch. It was so hard to watch. Let me tell you what it was like doing. Let me tell you what that interview was. It was like watching. It was like watching a black person being interviewed by a racist, by a white person who was racist, who admittedly was, they didn't call themselves a racist, but they felt that black people were inferior to them. I'm not a racist. I just think that you are inferior to me, right? It was like watching that go on. And in the midst of the interview, constantly hearing the white person call the black person racial slurs, right? Coon, monkey, nigga. Like that's what I felt like watching it. And I felt bad for Sydney Star because she really felt like because she would cuss Tasha K or because she would talk about Tasha K that she was actually getting something like, oh, I'm getting the best of you because I'm telling you to your face that I'm not inferior to you. I'm getting the best of you because I'm telling you to your face that you're not better than me. But in the meantime, Tasha K was constantly clowning her. Like the whole interview, Tasha K was clowning her. And it was hard to watch, you guys. It was so hard to watch. And then just when you thought, if you on your iPhone, go to YouTube on Chrome, click the 3 lines on the side, switch to desktop, and you will see the join button. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. You did it. Thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. So just when you thought it couldn't get any worse than watching that, then Tasha K phoned a friend. Tasha K phoned Flame Monroe because Sydney Star said, oh, Flame Monroe don't like me. Because Tasha K was like, well, Flame Monroe agrees with me. Flame Monroe agrees with me. She doesn't have a problem with this. And matter of fact, Tasha K was calling Flame Monroe a he. And Sydney Star was like, see, that's what me and you wrong. That's because you wouldn't be calling me no he. That's disrespectful. You said Flame is your friend, but you disrespecting Flame. And Tasha was like, Flame don't care. Flame don't care if I can call. I call him a he. He don't have a problem with it. And Flame Monroe doesn't. We've heard Flame Monroe say that she doesn't care about the pronoun. Now I choose to say she, but she has said she doesn't care about the pronoun. So you have Flame Monroe on the phone, basically co-signing Tasha K, who is sitting in front of Sydney Starr, being, in my opinion, being totally disrespectful. Again, you don't have to agree with things to be respectful to someone. So then that's when Sydney Starr called T.S. Madison, and that turned into a whole shit show. I mean, it was a whole shit show because you got T.S. Madison on the phone cussing Tasha K out, but Tasha K is on her microphone. So you already know that it sounded, you could barely hear what T.S. Madison was saying. It was a whole lot of yippity, 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 yippity. But Tasha K is on her microphone because, again, they were in the process of filming this interview. So she's on her mic with her full sound. She's saying what she's saying about T.S. Madison. And in the midst of it, she keeps saying, well, why don't you just come down here, Maddie? Maddie, why don't you come down here? Why don't you come down here and interview with me? Say what you need to say. The wine cellar is open. The wine cellar is open. Come on down to the wine cellar, Maddie. Come on down. And I said, see, that's what all of this is about. All of this is about you trying to get T.S. Madison down there to do an interview. You ain't even really give a damn about Sydney Starr. Once you figured you could manipulate Sydney Starr, boom. Now you were trying to get to T.S. Madison. And I want T.S. to just stop entertaining all of it. And I understand where it can be frustrating. And in that case, T.S. was blindsided. Sydney called her, T.S. answered the phone. She didn't know what was going on. And not once did I hear T.S. Madison say to Sydney Starr, leave. The closest thing I heard T.S. Madison say was, I don't know why you still sitting there. Now, that's what she said. She didn't say leave. She said, I don't know why you still sitting there. But prior to her calling T.S. Madison, she had said, T.S. told me not to do the interview or something. No, she said, I should have listened to my big sis T.S. She told me not to do the interview, or she told me something to that effect, right? That is what Tasha K was talking about when she said, oh, you told her not to do the interview. You told her not to interview with me. And that's what T.S. Madison was pissed off about. T.S. was like, listen, I don't care about Sydney Starr talking to Tasha K. Do what you do. Like, that's your business. That's your thing. But don't lie on me. And she had an opportunity to clear the lie up, and she never cleared the lie up because I never told her not to do an interview. I never told her not to talk to Tasha K. I don't give a damn about her talking to Tasha K. So she's lying on me, and that's what I'm upset about. That's the part I'm pissed off about. So honestly, you guys, I was going to watch the interview and kind of bring y'all back, but I didn't even finish it. It was hard to watch. It was so hard to watch. Now, I will say this, though. Something that we learned in that interview. Now, this don't clear Sydney Starr up. I'm going to be clear because a lie is still a lie and a lie is still a lie. But Sydney Starr was not the first trans woman to come out and accuse Chingy of being with them. There was another woman who made a whole diss song to Chingy over his music, talking about before you was famous, you used to, do things with me and yada yada yada. So anticipate Tasha K doing that interview, because Tasha K literally inboxed that woman while she was sitting with Sydney. And Sydney was like, see, I don't know why everything, I wasn't even the first person to do it. I wasn't the first person to do it. But the point, Sydney, was that you lied. That person might not be lying. Like, we don't know. I don't know if that woman is lying on Chingy or not, but you admitted that you lied on Chingy. So it doesn't matter whether you were the first person to say that Chingy was with a trans person or not. The fact that he wasn't with you And you said he was with you. But neither here nor there, child. With that being said, again, go y'all, feel free to go over there and watch. Okay. But like I said, it made me uncomfortable and I was on the sideline. But it that is the best comparison I can give it. And I'm not comparing it to racism. I'm comparing the fact that you would sit in front of somebody that has been clear. What's up, Mimir? How you doing, my love? That has been clear that they don't respect who you are, and you allow that person to sit across from you and constantly disrespect you, and then phone a friend to back up their disrespect. It was uncomfortable for me to watch, and I just didn't finish it. Sydney Starr was clearly drunk. If she didn't start the interview drunk, she finished it drunk. She drank a whole damn, like literally while you were watching, you watched her drink a whole damn bottle of wine. And when that bottle of wine was empty, guess what? Tasha was like, bring me another bottle of wine. And she let her, so yeah. The difference between YouTube celebrities and those who aren't YouTube celebrities are always more than likely not to respond, just saying. Yeah. So that's what happened with that. And like I said, feel free to go on over to Tasha K Live and watch the whole thing if you want to. It's there. But I just so there's that. I'm sorry. So that's that. Okay. So I put that on my list. Okay. Let me take that off my list. All right. We have some Real Housewives drama. Let me go through the different things that's going on in the Real Housewives world. It's really only two. Well, really it's three, but one isn't a surprise. The first one is nobody likes Teresa's husband over to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. But again, I don't think that's a surprise. We never liked him. I don't think that's a surprise. But down to the Real Housewives of Miami, honey. Let me tell y'all what happened down to the Real Housewives. Now, for those of you who watch Miami, y'all know that Adriana and Alexia, y'all know that they've been doing their back and forth situation. And we know that the new season just started. And part of the storyline this season is that Alexia is having some financial issues. We saw the clip. We saw the trailer where she was talking about how they have to move out of their apartment. They only have 10 days to get out. That sounds like an eviction to me. But you know how these trailers go. Just because it's in the trailer don't mean that that's what's really going on. So let me read y'all. This is coming from TMZ. Let me read y'all what they said had happened down to the Real Housewives of Miami. A screaming match broke out between the Real Housewives of Miami stars Alexia and Adriana after landing in Miami Monday following their appearances at BravoCon. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ the pair exchanged hefty words when Alexia confronted Adriana near baggage claim in an explosive situation that resembled something you'd see on the show. Telling Adriana the claims she made on the new season of the Bravo show that she and her husband were financially struggling was fucked. We're told that Adriana told Alexia, you act like you're the star of the show, with her barking back, yes, I am the star of the show. Adriana was dressed in a COVID mask and white gloves, was overheard telling her co-star, Julia, that Alexia had it out for her because she's the weakest, adding she was mean to her and telling Julia, this is your friend. Do you see what she does to me? Do you want to be friends with this person? Child, that sounds straight out of the show. Adriana is always trying to gaslight everybody, that everybody is so mean to her, disregarding what she says about other people. But anyway, Chad. Our sources say the water words were so volatile that fellow cast member Kiki was overheard urging the ladies to rein it in before someone in the airport started recording them. The blowout yelling match ended with the two reality stars going their separate ways to their cars. The dramatic Miami meltdown was a result of Adriana commenting on Alexia and Todd's alleged financial struggles during the premiere episode of the new season. In response, Alexia says she's anything but cash strapped and that she and Todd are doing just fine and laughing all the way to the bank. Well, there you go. There you go. Now let's get in our Bravo private jet and fly over to Salt Lake City, honey. Let's fly on over to Salt Lake City. Because some things are going down to the Salt Lake City. Now, part of it I already told y'all. Real Housewives of Miami is my fave. Adriana acts like my drama-filled cousins. Child, Adriana got so much drama with her. Now, I told you guys, we talked about this the other day, that Monica and Heather are in the midst of a legal drama, right? Heather's company, Beauty Lab, is suing Monica, saying that she got services that she's not paying, that she has reneged on payment. Monica countersued and said they screwed up the services, and that's why she's not paying, that she told them that they screwed it up, and they basically told her, well, girl, you ain't got to pay for it. Now, most businesses don't work that way. But that doesn't mean that's not what happened, but that's just not how most businesses work. Now, allegedly, I read this somewhere. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It doesn't add up, because the article that I read, no, let me, that adds up. I'm changing what I'm saying now. I want y'all to think that the lawsuit adds up, child. Most businesses will try to fix it or give you a discount. I don't know too many businesses say, okay, you don't like it, well, fine, you don't have to pay for it, because it's almost like admitting liability. I mean, I don't know if Simone is still in the chat, but to me as a business, if I say, oh, I did a plastic surgery type procedure on you, and you saying that I screwed it up, so my response is, because Monica said in her countersuit that she told them that they told her that they'll let her fix it, let them fix it. And Monica said, no, I want somebody else to do it. And they said, okay, girl, well, just don't worry about paying us the rest of the money. That is not how it works in most cases. And at the very least, you should have something in writing. Now, maybe she does. We don't know what's in writing, but that's just not how it usually ends up. Now, let me put a pin in that. I'm moving on to the next, because I want y'all to think that I'm saying this about that. I read an article that said, if you watch the trailer for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, there's a big reveal during the cast trip towards the end of the season where Heather has a whole meltdown, and she was like, I can't believe she did that. And we don't know who did what. We don't know who's talking about what. We don't know what it is. Now, I read on one of these Bravo blogs that allegedly that is when Heather found out that Monica was suing her, because Monica is suing her under her maiden name, not her married name, because they know her as Monica Garcia, but the lawsuit is under a different name. However, that doesn't line up. That doesn't line up to the timeline, and that also doesn't line up to what I read, because what I read is that Beauty Lab sued Monica first, and then Monica countersued. And that all of this was done in September. The countersuit was in September. The season had already been done filming by September. So I don't know how accurate that is. That's why I didn't report on it, because I need to see how it plays out on the show to see the timeline of all of this, because I don't know if that's the case. Now, maybe, because remember, this procedure allegedly took place in 2021, but Beauty Lab didn't file a lawsuit until September, and then Monica countersued in September. So I don't know how accurate that is, that Heather found out on the cast trip. I don't know how true that is. But again, we'll wait and see how that plays out. But now there was a blind item, and I'm going to read you guys this blind item. It ain't so blind when I read it to you. It ain't that blind of an item. But let me read y'all this blind item. Now, this blind item was sent around to the blog. My blog ain't big enough for me to get one of these. I just read it somewhere else, but it's okay. I thought it was here that Heather found out Monica didn't pay. Maybe that's when it was that Heather found out Monica didn't pay. But why would she be that upset? I mean, I don't know. Again, I have to wait and see how it plays out on the season, because it seemed like Heather was very upset to find out Monica didn't pay. Like, I could see her being annoyed or irritated, but she acted like she had been betrayed. Like, so that's why I said I need to see how that plays out. How does Monica not know that Heather owned Beauty Lab? She absolutely knows that Heather owned Beauty Lab. There's no way that Monica did not know that Heather owns Beauty Lab, because Monica worked for Jen Shah. Monica was so close to Jen Shah that she testified against Jen Shah in her court case. Jen Shah and Heather were best friends. Heather has one of the top non-invasive plastic surgery centers in Utah. Ain't no way in hell Monica did not know that it was owned by Heather. Now, when she went in 2021, maybe. And I say maybe loosely because I still don't believe that. But I'm going to say maybe. But she damn sure knew by the time she got on the show, and she knew her ass hadn't paid them. So that I ain't going there. Oh, you said you do know that. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why Heather would again. I understand being irritated, and you found out this woman been smiling in your face and she owe you money. Like, I can get that, but Heather, and I mean, maybe it's just her being dramatic, but Heather act like that woman. You know what I'm saying? Heather act like that woman in the trailer. And again, we know how the trailers are. We know the trailers can be deceived. But let me read y'all this blind item. It says, the lies are flying around Salt Lake City from this broke snowflake who allegedly mysteriously got a lot of money after the main snowflake lost her $60,000 uninsured piece. Want more tea? Allegedly, all the snowflakes are sure that the broke snowflake stole the piece. One of the many reasons why no one wants her on the show anymore, but the broke snowflake probably will blame her mom. Tracy, I didn't see that. Did you? What article? I didn't see that in the article I read. So if that's the case, then maybe then now if that's what happened, Tracy, then I'm there. Tracy said, didn't Monica take the paperwork back and then file again? Now, if that happened, then that lines up. That lines up, because then Heather might have found out that Monica was suing her. That lines up. Now that does line up. Yeah. And then that would maybe that would explain why Beauty Lab just filed a lawsuit against Monica. It still doesn't make sense. If you're doing business, why you would allow somebody to owe you that kind of money for that? We're talking about almost 2 years. So that still doesn't make sense from good business. Right, Tracy? That's what they're talking about. In the blind item, they're allegedly saying that they believe that Monica stole Lisa's ring. Now that's what they're saying they think had happened. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't saying Monica stole that woman ring, because I don't know what Monica did. I'm not saying Monica stole that woman ring. But what I am saying is, I found it very interesting that they ain't find that ring. I ain't saying Monica stole it. It could have been somebody else in the bathroom. She could have accidentally flushed it. You know, things could have happened. But I did find it interesting that they were filming. I mean, clearly they weren't in the bathroom filming, but they were filming, and they literally shut that bathroom down for 45 minutes. They went through the trash. They were looking under the stalls. They did everything, and they never found that damn ring. Now, it can happen. We know it can happen. So I ain't saying nobody stole that ring. But I did find it interesting that this ring was never found. Phil, she did lose it in the bathroom. But Monica was in the bathroom with her. Remember, Monica said that she was helping her look for the ring. Remember, Monica said that. Remember, Monica said that she went to the trash helping Lisa look for her ring. What I think probably happened is I think Lisa took the ring off to wash her hands, and either the ring fell somewhere that they never saw, or somebody picked it up. And I'm not saying that it was Monica that picked it up. Somebody might have picked it up. One time I didn't used to have a guard on my Pandora bracelet. I used to have a guard. And one time my Pandora bracelet in the bathroom, it popped open. And I found it, all of the charms didn't fall off. Only like 2 charms fell off, right? I was able to find 1 charm. I never found that second charm. And when I tell you, I tore that bathroom up, I did not find that second charm because the charm was brand new. It was my Yoda charm. It was my Yoda charm. And I ended up buying another one because I was so mad that I lost my Yoda charm. It was my baby Yoda. It was my baby Yoda charm and falling off. And again, I am not saying that Monica stole it, but I do think either somebody picked it up. For a ring that size, you see how small that charm is. A ring that size, I don't think would have just fallen and nobody would have seen it. So it either fell in the toilet, it fell down the drain, or it fell in somebody's pocket. It either fell in the toilet and somebody flushed, it fell in the drain, or it fell in somebody's pocket. But that ring wasn't on the floor. I promise you, there's no doubt in my mind that they shut that bathroom down. They had somebody come and sweep. They had somebody come pull the trash. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that they shut that bathroom down while Lisa looked for that damn ring. But at this point, excuse me. But at this point, they've convinced themselves that Monica is public enemy number 1. So now they're going to look back on every little thing that happened, and Lisa would kill her if she stole that ring. I doubt she stole the ring. Phil, you're talking as if Lisa has proof. Lisa doesn't have any proof that Monica stole the ring. And again, remember, this is a blind item. This don't mean it. This could be somebody in their living room making something up. I'm just bringing y'all the tea, okay? I am bringing y'all the tea. Now, y'all can do with the tea what you want. I'm just going to bring y'all the tea. Tracy said the ring fell in Monica's pocket. Listen. And again, I ain't saying that Monica stole the ring. I ain't saying. But anyway. So that's the tea from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, child. All I can say. Now, Monica's response was, I'm going to tell you what. Now, Monica did post on her Instagram. Monica posted on her Instagram. And Monica said, my only comment at this time is see you at the reunion. Monica Garcia, bitch. That's what she wrote. Baby, the reunion gonna be interesting. That's all I can say is the union is gonna be interesting. The union is gonna be interesting down to Salt Lake City, honey. All right. I told y'all I don't have a lot of things today. I'm gonna I do have a shit we did not ask for. Lisa got that ring. It was an insurance scam. Now that could be, listen, that could be it too, but she said the ring wasn't insured. She said the ring wasn't insured. So I do have a shit we did not ask for. So let me scroll back. I gotta find it. And then we're gonna talk about the Grammys. And then I will drop the link if y'all want to speak on Chrisean or anything else that we've discussed. And I do have a game to play. I'm gonna play the game after I drop the link. I do have a game to play. Okay, now this isn't a major shit we did not ask for. Again, for those who might be new here, shout out to the 176 people in the chat. Please hit that link. Hit that link button. Hit the like button. Please hit that like button if you are new here. Please subscribe. We have a good time. We're just hanging out on a Saturday night. We're going to play a little game. I'm going to drop the link in a minute. If you want to come up and share your thoughts on any of the things we have discussed, whether it's Chrisean, whether it's Monica, whatever. Why wasn't a ringing short, child? I don't know. You're going to have to ask Lisa, child. You're going to have to ask Lisa. I don't know. I don't know. What's up, nephew? So this is the game we play called Shit We Did Not Ask For, okay? If it's something that you would try, something that you would like, in this case, it's a food item. If it's something that you would try, something that you would like, put a 1 in the chat. If it's something that you have no interest in, put a 2 in the chat. And if it's a hell no, put a 3 in the chat. Members, you know you have your emojis. You have your emojis. Now, again, this one really isn't a bad one, okay? This one isn't that bad, you guys. So I think we might have a pretty decent amount of 1s. I think we'll have a pretty decent amount of 1s because I don't think this one is that bad. For my Oreo lovers, y'all know how they keep playing around with these Oreo flavors, right? Here's one for you. Hot cocoa Oreo cookies. Hot cocoa Oreo cookies. Now, I feel like that's just going to be a chocolate Oreo, but y'all tell me, it's wintertime. Y'all tell me, are y'all into the hot cocoa Oreo cookies? Y'all into the hot cocoa? Tell me what you think. Do I see any 1s in the chat? Oh, I see a couple of 3s. Oh, wow. I expected to see more 1s. Okay, I see a few 1s. But I see a lot of 3s. That sounds bishop robbery, not insurance. Oh, child. Okay. Okay, I see a 1.7. Okay. See, Golden said, I don't know if it's all the way yes, but this ain't all the way no. Okay. Okay. Carol says she tried. I'm not a chocolate person, so I probably would not try it because I'm not. I like hot chocolate in doses. I'm not a big hot chocolate fan. 1s are yes. A 1 is a yes, a 2 is a no, a 3 is a hell no. Too sweet for my blood? Yeah, I think that probably would be real sweet. That probably be real sweet. All right. Okay. With that being said, D said y'all boring. He said y'all boring. Y'all wouldn't try it. Y'all boring. Okay. Carol said I like salted caramel hot chocolate. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, salted caramel. That's a lot. Now I saw another one. I didn't take a picture of it, but I'll just tell you what it was. I saw another flavor. It was peppermint bark. It's a peppermint bark flavored Oreo. The stuffing is y'all. Would y'all be interested in a peppermint bark Oreo? Again, I feel like that's just peppermint and chocolate. And I would not want it. Amber, I thought we wished you a happy birthday already. I'm sorry, Amber said because I saw you say it earlier in the chat. I thought we already. My bad. Y'all had to wish Amber a happy birthday. My bad. I thought we'd already got you, girl. I know we had got Yana. I thought we had got Amber too. Please wish Amber a happy birthday, y'all. Please. Okay, I see 3s. I see some 1s. Okay. Okay, I do see some 1s for peppermint. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, as we get deeper into the holiday season, we're probably going to get more and more of the holiday flavored themed things. Okay. We're probably going to get more of the holiday flavored themes. Okay. All right. So there's that, honey. There's that. Okay. I only go as far as Thin Mints. Now, I do like a Thin Mint. So maybe I've been a big Oreo person. So maybe it's just for me. I'm not a big Oreo. But I like Thin Mints. Now, I do like me a Thin Mint. Now, when I was a kid, I wasn't. No, I did. I'm about to tell a lie. I like Thin Mints. Hey, Pat. I'm about to tell a lie. I like Thin Mints when I was a kid, too. Mem said, man, F my diet. Listen, it's the holiday season. I'm not even gonna stress myself out about. I mean, that don't mean I'm gonna act crazy, but I'm not even gonna stress myself out about a diet right now because it's the holidays, and I already know that between getting invited to things and the things. Right, hold on. You want to say something? Oh, wait a minute. Hold. Let me make sure. She came home last night. Yeah, so I was over there earlier. Anyway, sorry about that, y'all. I had to tell Pat something. Sorry about that. So yeah, my appointment earlier was to get my hair did. It sure was. It sure was to get my hair did. All right, I'm going to drop the link. So we're gonna talk about these Grammys, honey. We're gonna talk about these Grammys. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link while I go through some of the Grammy stuff. I'll go ahead and drop the link, and then, like I said, it's an open panel. You guys want to talk about Chrisean, if you want to talk about the Grammys, all those things. So I'm gonna drop the link again. Remember, you do not have to show your face, but I do need to confirm backstage that you're a real person before I bring you up here, honey. You never realize how I talk with my hands, child, all the time. I talk with my hands all the time. I do it at work. I do it all the time. I talk with my hands. I don't even realize I'm doing it. I do it all the time. I don't even realize I'm doing it. Anyway, so I dropped the link. It's in the chat if you guys want to come up. But let's go through some of these Grammy nominations. So, Best Melodic Rap Performance. Burna Boy, Doja Cat, Drake and 21 Savage, Lil Durk featuring J. Cole, and SZA. SZA? SZA? SZA. Okay. Okay. Best Rap Performance. Baby Keem featuring Kendrick Lamar, Black Thought, Coyle Ray, Drake and 21 Savage, Killer Mike and Andre 3000, Future and Aaron Allen, and Kane. Y'all know I don't know these people, right? I mean, some of the people obviously I know, but I don't know none of these songs. I could not name none of these songs. So far, the only one I could probably name you was the Kendrick Lamar song. Okay. Thank you, Ella. Thank you, my love. Best Traditional R&B Performance. Okay, I probably know some of these people. Okay. Babyface featuring Coco Jones, Kenyon Dixon, Victoria Monet featuring Earth, Wind and Fire, and Hazel Monet. Now, y'all know Hazel Monet has made history history as the youngest person to ever be nominated for a Grammy. She's 2 years old. So shouts out to her, as if she knows or cares. Monet, PJ Morton featuring Susan and Carol, and SZA. SZA, I don't understand how you are in the best traditional R&B performance and in the best melodic rap performance as well. I have questions. I got questions. Best progressive R&B album: Six Lack, Diddy, Terrence Martin and James Fauntleroy, Janelle Monáe, and SZA. Now, SZA, I know who Coco Jones is. I didn't say I didn't know who Coco Jones was. I said out of that those first two, no. Okay, maybe you didn't hear what I said, or maybe I didn't say it correctly. I said I don't know the music because at first I said I don't know who these people are, but then I was like, well, no, I do know who some of the people are. I don't know the music. I don't know none of them songs. Now I know, of course, I know who Drake and 21 Savage is. Of course, I know who I know who these people. I don't know this music. I don't know this music. But anyway, okay. Now I have Janelle Monáe's album, and I love it. I love The Age of Pleasure. I thought, and I love the I Love album. I like Diddy's album too. I like Victoria Monet. See, I mean the R&B stuff I know a little bit more of. All right, best new artist nominees are Grace Abrams, Fred Again, Ice Spice, Jelly Roll, Coco Jones, Noah Khan, Victoria Monet, and The War and Treaty. Now, I think Coco Jones was nominated for 5 Grammys altogether. Best song written for visual media: Barbie World with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice, Dance the Night with Dua Lipa, I'm Just Ken, Ryan Gosling, that must be from the Barbie World soundtrack, Lift Me Up, Rihanna, and What Was I Made For, Billie Eilish. Y'all know my voters Lift Me Up, but I know y'all not going to agree with that. Victoria got 8. Okay. Best rap album: Drake and 21 Savage, Killer Mike, Metro Boomin, Nas, Travis Scott. I mean, just because I'm an old head, I'm going to just say Nas. I mean, just because I'm an old head, y'all. I know Nas probably ain't going to win, but just because I'm an old head. Okay. Best R&B song: Coco Jones, I See You, Halle, Angel, Robert Glasper featuring Sir and Alex Isley, Back to Love, SZA, Snooze, and Victoria Monet, On My Mama. Now, I like Coco Jones, I See You, and Victoria Monet, On My Mama. I like those two. No, you mean for best album? Nope, no women. Nope, no women. Best R&B album nominees: Girls Night Out by Babyface, What I Didn't Tell You Deluxe, Coco Jones, Special Occasion, Emily King, Jaguar the Second, Victoria Monet, and Clear the Second, Softly EP. I'm sorry. That's Summer Walker. Best R&B performance nominees: Summer Too Hot, Chris Brown. Remind me to come back to Chris Brown in a second. I'm going to come back to Chris Brown in a second. Back to Love, Robert Glasper featuring Sir and Alex Isley, I See You, Coco Jones, How Does It Make You Feel, Victoria Monet, and Kill Bill, SZA. Beyonce gonna have another baby just so she can record it while it's in the womb, so she can have the youngest Grammy winner and beat the 2-year-old. Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Mims. Now, I guess, did Renaissance come out after the Consideration or something? Am I missing Renaissance? I don't see Renaissance on none of this. Or maybe she's not. Is she not in the R&B categories? And I'm not even being funny. I'm asking y'all because I don't see Beyonce on none of these. But I didn't write down the whole list. I only wrote down like some of them. I mean, I didn't write down any of them. I screenshotted some of them. Where's Renaissance, y'all? Oh, so Renaissance was nominated last year. Got it. Okay. Best rap song: Doja Cat, Attention, Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice, Lil Uzi Vert, I Just Want to Rock, Drake and 21 Savage, Rich Flex, Killer Mike featuring Andre 3000. Kane is, I think I already read that one. Okay, I already read that one. Okay. Okay, that was actually my bad. Okay, sorry, y'all. Sorry. Okay, y'all. Because I knew good and damn well that Beyonce ass was gonna be nominated. Now I knew. If I don't know nothing else, I knew that. All right. So those are the Grammy nominees. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link one more time. If y'all don't want to come up, that's fine. We're gonna play this game. And it's just a little fun game because I know I didn't have a lot to talk about today. It's just a little key. And this is how you guys can play. Put a 1 in the chat when I read. I'm gonna read something off. This is a old head challenge because I don't even know the generation child. I don't even know what my generation is anymore. This is an old head challenge. Put a 1 in the chat if you can say you did this. Put a 2 in the chat if it doesn't apply to you. 1 in the chat if it's a yes, I did this. 2 in the chat. Oh, look, let me put a pin in that before I get there. I said Chris Brown and then Nicki Minaj. Before we get there, the one thing I want to say about Chris Brown is this. Y'all, Chris Brown has a new album out. And from all, I've heard some really good things about this new album. Also, Chris Brown looks good, y'all. I think Chris Brown maybe, y'all gonna have to read between the lines. I think Chris Brown maybe got some help for some things. Thank you again for the super chat, man. I don't know if I said thank you the first time. I think I might have laughed. I don't know if I said thank you. Thank you, love. I agree, Xavier. If Renaissance wasn't eligible, I don't know why the hell Lift Me Up was eligible. But okay, y'all, go off. I have to ask that question. Because Chris Brown looked good. He looks the best that I've seen him in years. Yeah, he looked like he's drinking some water. There you go, YBS Mary. There you go, J12, aka. That's what right. His face looks fuller. Look like he picked up a little weight, not bad weight. He ain't fat by any stretch of the imagination. Face just looks a little rounder. You know, but he looks good. And I heard that this album is good. I haven't heard it myself, but for people whose opinion on music I trust, said it was a great album. Said it was a great album. Okay. Now, Nicki Minaj, on the other hand, Nicki has admitted to having an addiction to Percocet. She said after, what did she say? When was it? When did she say they prescribed for the Percocets? I forgot when she said it, but she said that they prescribed for the Percocets after something. I think she said after she had her daughter. I mean, after she had Papa Bear. I think that's when she said. But she said that she did have an addiction to Percocets. And she said that she wished she had never had the plastic surgery because she said that she looks back on old pictures and realizes now that she looked fine the way she was. Menstrual cramps. That's what it was. Thank you, Bob Brown, Mama. Thank you so much. Now, first of all, let me say I'm glad that she was able to beat the addiction. Yes. But she did let us know that she, at once upon a time, had an addiction to Percocets. Okay. All right. I just want to share that. Now, let's get ready for the game. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to play the game? It's a 1 if the answer is yes. It's a 2 if the answer is no. And I'm just going to be curious to see who in my chat is my age. It's going to definitely tell your age. It's going to tell your age. Put a 1 in the chat. Listen, that's what I was going to say. I ain't never been prescribed no Percocets for no menstrual cramps, but who am I? Listen, different people do different things, different. That's why we got the problems we have now with our with the drug issues in this country, because doctors was prescribing Percocets for menstrual cramps. Because I ain't never, I mean, I had bad cramps at one point in time, and I ain't never, but okay. I ain't never heard of that before. And I'm not saying she's lying, because we know that there's a whole lot of doctors that lost their license and all kinds of stuff because they were giving prescriptions and overprescribing and all of that. So I ain't saying she lying. I'm just saying that's why we had the problem that we had in this country with prescription drugs, because of things like that. Okay. All right. And if you want to keep up with your own points, y'all keep up with your points. There are 20 questions. So the first question, again, 1, if you did this before, 2, if you didn't. How many people in here have ever used a rotary phone? How many people in here have ever used a rotary phone? And if I have to explain to you what a rotary phone is, then I already know the answer. If I have to explain to you what a rotary phone is, I already know my answer. Oh, I see some ones. Xavier, you are going to probably put 2 for everything on this list. Everything on this list. Okay, number 1. All right, question number 2. Y'all ready for question number 2? All right. How many people in here have ever used a floppy disk? Not seen one, not know what a floppy disk is. How many people in here have ever used a floppy disk? It's a 1 for me too. It's a 1 for me too. Oh, nephew said no. Okay. I see a lot of ones. Okay, a lot of my people in the room. See a lot of ones. I see a lot of ones. Okay, all right. Okay, okay. All right. Number 3. How many people in here have ever used a typewriter? A real typewriter, not a word processor, not a laptop, a typewriter. Child, I took typing class in high school, honey. I still have a lot of, I found a whole box of not the floppy disk, but the other disc, what they call them, the 3-inch, the hard disc that we had. I found a whole box of them. I said, Lord, I don't even know what's on these things. Okay. Hey, Say James, what's up, my love? I thought you'd be busy over there getting all your intel together from the COVID convocation, honey. We are officially old over here. It was probably after her butt drop that she went through. Oh, you talking about Nicki Minaj, child. You late, Bims. You back. You must have had to take a phone call or something. You behind in the chat. Child, I took typing in high school too. I sure did. I still remember hearing the sound going into the office at school, and you hearing the school secretary typing a letter or something. Ding, when we get to the end of the line, and she shrink, ding, and shrink. Your mom taught typing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. I hated typing class. It was just an easy A for me. It was dry. It was a dry class, but it was an easy A. I mean, okay. Number 4. How many people in here? This stuff is sort of come back around as retro, so a lot of us have probably done this. How many people have taken photos with a film camera, 35 millimeter, Polaroid? Polaroids are sort of retro. They're back in style. You see a lot of Polaroid cameras out there. How many people have taken a picture with an actual camera with film that you have to get developed? Mm-hmm. 1, if you did it. 2, if you didn't do it. Child, that white out. Mm-hmm. Oh, and corrector's tape. Yep, corrector. Remember having to change the ribbon on a typewriter? Oh my gosh. That was a whole situation. That was a whole situation. Trying to change the ribbon on a typewriter. That was a whole situation. You know what I did? I took photography in high school. I learned how to develop my own film and stuff too. As a matter of fact, my dad was actually going to build me a dark room in our garage. If I had stuck with it, he was going to. But that's an expensive habit between between the equipment and then the chemicals to develop the film and all of that. That stuff ain't cheap. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. The next one. How many people have ever listened to a cassette tape? How many people have ever listened to a cassette tape? It's a 1 if you have. It's a 1 if you have ever listened to a cassette tape. They had shorthand in my high school too. I didn't take it, but some of my school classmates took shorthand. I was never interested in shorthand, child. Child, my first car had a tape deck in it. Remember having to fix your tapes when they pop? You be down there with the tape. You had to unscrew the tape. Child, it was a whole operation. It was a whole operation. Still heavy. Now I finally got rid of all my cassettes. I did not get rid of I still have my CDs, but I did finally get rid of all my cassettes. I had Richard Pryor, I had Red Fox on cassette. I had Malcolm X speeches on cassette. Yeah, I finally did get rid of all my cassettes. I think when I moved into my house, I threw away all my cassettes. How many? Now, this is one that most of us have probably done. Most of us, because again, this is retro. This is retro. So most of us have probably done this. How many people have listened to a vinyl record? Cassette players are back too. Well, I know the vinyls came back. I know the records came back. Child, them tapes popping. Oh my gosh. Remember when a tape would pop in your record player? I mean, in your tape deck, you had to get it out and you had to make sure that it wasn't stuck up in there like a copy machine. When the paper gets stuck, you got to figure out where it is. And oh my gosh. Yeah, I still listen to vinyl too. I love the sound of a record. I love that vinyl sound. I love it, love it, love it. All right. How many people listen to music on a Walkman? How many people listen to music on a Walkman? I did. How many people listen to music on a Walkman? Amazon keeps recommending a cassette. Really? Interesting. It was one at the hotel you were in? Oh, wow. My dad used to play Anita Baker albums on cassette. Child, my dad has even to this day, my dad has an extensive record collection. He has a very extensive record collection. It's in storage now. He just got it in the basement in storage. Yeah. Right. I had a Walkman and a Discman. I sure did. I had them both. How many people listen to music on a boombox? Me. I was LL Cool J walking around with my boombox. Me and them batteries, honey. Me and them batteries. But I was the same way. That was the same way I walked around with my radio. I was like LL Cool J. But I know I can't live without my radio. I always had that radio with me. And like I said, I would probably spend my whole allowance on them damn batteries. Listen, you have to be my age to get this reference. Baby, I understood Radio Raheem's struggle with the batteries. I definitely understood Radio Raheem's struggle. Now, if you get the reference of Radio Raheem, then I know we there. I know we there. Yes, with them D batteries. Yes, powerful D. The D. I had a cord too, but when I was outside, I needed to use my batteries. Mm-hmm. Oh, trust me, whenever I kept it, because the one I had a little storage space for the cord. I had a little storage space where I could put my cord. Oh, I kept the cord with me. That's right. R.I.P. Radio Raheem. Yes, yes. How many people watched a video from a VHS tape? I think most of us have done that. How many people have watched a movie from a VHS tape? I think most of us have done that. All right, here's one. Sent or received a fax. Ooh, y'all remember them fax machines? Fax machines still exist, child. I still see fax machine in offices, but people just don't use them as much. But fax machines still very much exist. I mean, people still use them. They just don't use them as much. Shoot, I had to send a fax. I was doing something last year and I had to send a fax. I had to go down to the I had to go down to the Office Depot because I didn't even know nobody that had it. It was during the summer because if I could have done it from work if I was at work, but it was during the summer and I had to send a fax somewhere. I don't even remember why I had to send a fax. Okay, here's the next one. Recorded music from the radio or from cassette to cassette. Again, me and my boombox. Child, I used to have mixtapes. Honey. And whenever we would travel, we would go. I told you I was in the Girl Scouts. I was always the person. I had the music. They knew I had my music, honey. I had my boombox and I had my mixtape. I sure did. I used to name them and everything, child. I had a name for them and everything. Excuse me. DC used to sell his mixtapes. I know that's right. How many people in here have rented a video from Blockbuster? How many people have rented a video from Blockbuster? Right, correct. Remember, you had to wait till the DJ stopped talking right at the right moment. You had to hit the record and play button at the same time, but you had to wait for the DJ to stop talking. And the DJ was trained to talk right until the music getting ready to start. Child, trying to make them tapes off the radio was a struggle, honey. It was a struggle. I think I even had my Blockbuster card until a couple of years ago. I think I threw it away a couple of years ago, child. I still have my membership card, honey. Remember having to stress out about rewinding the damn tape before you took it back or they was going to charge you? Y'all remember that little shit they used to do? Charge you if you didn't rewind the tape. Oh, that's some ish. Mm-hmm. Here's one. How many people remember having to access the internet through dial-up? Remember when you had to plug your computer into your phone jack and then you had to wait for it to dial up? How many people in here remember dial-up internet? Oh, when you picked up an empty box. Oh, that would irritate me. Me too, Jessica. We would go on Fridays. My mother would take us on Friday, either Fridays or Saturday morning. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that dial-up, honey. I remember dial-up. AOL. Yes, AOL. Remember getting them little discs they sent out. You would get the free hours on the internet, child. Oh, Montrez said a 2, honey. Montrez said, I remember that. Here's one. How many people have actually used the yellow book, the phone book, the actual yellow pages or white pages where you had to flip through the big old book by somebody's last name or by a business's name to get the phone number? Who remembers having to look up phone numbers in the white pages or look up a friend phone number in the yellow pages? You had to, if the person's name was Jane Smith and it was 50 Jane Smiths, you had to figure out which one was your friend, or you had to just call all 50 of them to the right one. But back then we used to save phone numbers. We only did it one time. Because, baby, once I found your number, I was definitely going to write it down to make sure I had it for the next time. Because I wasn't going through that again. Brown Mama used to deliver. Listen, I did that one. Listen, I signed up to do that one summer. Baby, I don't even think I worked the whole day. I said that was a whole lot of work for what they was paying me in my mind. In my mind. They wanted me to do a lot of walking. It was a lot. So I shout out to the people who stuck with it because I didn't. Mr. Willie Brown said he still used the yellow pages. He said he still using yellow pages. Right. We used to memorize numbers too. I did not, China White. I admit I did not finish the workday. That was one of those I went to lunch and never came back moments. And I didn't even press them out about paying me for that half a day. I was like, we just gonna call it even. Because baby, that was too much. Yes, Southern Belle. Yes, honey. I had an appointment. First thing this morning, I had an appointment. I couldn't do it. How many people in here sent the postcard? Anybody in here ever sent a postcard? Anybody, this not on the list, but anybody in here ever got a chain letter back in the day? Yeah, I ever got one of them chain letters back in the day, and if you broke the chain, it was gonna be bad luck, child. And if you sent $1, and you sent out 10 letters, and everybody sent it back with the $1, and you was gonna get, child. Y'all remember that? Whoever sent me a chain letter must just got bad luck, because I ain't never send them back. I never. I think I did it one time for summer camp, but it wasn't no money involved. That was just us, like summer camp. We would send the letters. We'd send the chain letters. Somebody from summer camp did it, but baby, I never did the one with no money in it. Thank you, Marky. Yeah, I never did the one with no money in it, child. You, if you was relying on me for your next 7 years of good luck, baby, I don't know what to tell you. That didn't work out too well for you, did it? You tried the $1 one? They got you, didn't they? I sent my grandmother postcards. I still buy postcards. I use them to decorate my classroom. Of all the different places that I've been, I still I use them to decorate my classroom. I used to have a whole, I don't do it anymore, but I used to do a whole bulletin board in my classroom with just postcards of places that I've been. I don't know why I don't do that anymore. I think in one of my transitions, because you know, I done moved schools, child. I think in one of my transitions, I might have lost a lot of the postcards. And I just never really put it back together. Yeah. Oh, not you would send it to the mean teachers. Oh, not the mean teachers. Okay. How many people have ever used a paper map to get somewhere? And MapQuest doesn't count. Now, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say MapQuest. MapQuest don't count. Okay. How many people actually had to take out a map and look at where you were on the map and figure out how to get where you needed to go, streets and all? Oh, you go to this interstate here and that interstate there, child. What grade do I teach? I teach high school right now. I teach all 4 grade levels. The subjects I teach, I cover all 4 grade levels. But I used to teach middle school. I taught 8th grade, and I taught 7th grade 1 year. Ooh, never do it again. Well, never is a strong word. I don't prefer to do it again. And then I had 8th grade. I did 8th grade for a while. I did 8th grade for almost 10 years. 8th and 9th grade I did for 10 years. Printed it out. Yeah, remember printing out MapQuest? Ooh, I remember that. Remember looking up something on MapQuest and then printing out. It was 10 pages to go 2 miles, child. Child. If I ever had to use a map, I'd still be lost to this day. Well, Mims. Child. I'm about to have you telling your age. Hell, I think I done told mine. Oh, Marky said they never learned how to use a map. My Lord. That used to be something you had to learn in school. That was a skill you learned in school, but I guess they don't really teach it now because we don't need it. I liked Ask Jeeves because my students used to use them. I'm dating myself. I remember when Ask Jeeves first came out. It was like maybe my second or third year teaching. Oh, I used to hate Ask Jeeves because that's when kids first started getting lazy because they would just go to Ask Jeeves. That's when they first started getting lazy. You ever wait by your house phone because you knew the teacher was going to call and tell your parents something? Yes, Lori. Now they do it with the email, child. Now the kids be changing the parents' password on the email. Because a lot of times the parents get their kids to set this stuff up. And they know their passwords to everything. So I literally had kids changing their parents' passwords and all kinds of stuff, child. I liked Ask Jeeves. It was better than Google. So the Bell said, if I had to use a map, I'd be lost. I can use a map. I mean, it is certainly obviously is not what I would prefer. But you know what I think too? Also, I rely more on the fact that I have a GPS on my phone. There are places that I know how to get to, but I might not know the fastest way to get there or the most efficient way to get there. So a lot of times I'll put something in my phone, even though I know how to get there. I'm like, oh, I know where that is. But then I'm like, oh, well, let me put it in let me see what the GPS tell me to do. And you be thinking, then this is what I do. This is what I do. I'll put it in my GPS so that I can find a faster way to get there. And then I stopped following GPS because I'm like, oh, I know a better way. Well, girl, you knew the better way before you put it in the GPS. Why you ain't if you're gonna put it in the GPS, why are you gonna second guess the GPS now? See, I do that. I do that all the time. All right, we almost done. It's only 3 more. It's only 3 more. How many people have owned a dictionary? Well, if y'all were in school, when I was in school, you had a dictionary because that was usually on the list. Your parents bought you a dictionary. Everybody had a dictionary. Some had the bigger ones, some had the little smaller ones, but everybody had a dictionary. How many people had to get a Spanish English or a French English dictionary when you first started taking a foreign language? Mm-hmm. You ever argue with the GPS? I argue with the GPS all the damn time. I argue with that hoe all the time. Okay. Powerful say she still got them. 5 of them even. I still have a dictionary in my house. And I still have a dictionary in my classroom. I don't know if I use it. What about an encyclopedia? That's the next one on the list. Encyclopedias. Child, I remember bringing up encyclopedias to my students about 2 years ago, and they didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I said encyclopedias were the first Google, okay? The first Google. My parents still have their encyclopedias packed up in the attic, but they still got them. I see more ones than twos, so I see what my demographic is. Okay, I see what my demographic is because I see way more ones than twos in my chat, honey. Okay, the last question is: how many people in here have ever paid with a paper check? You've ever written out an actual good old fashioned check, honey? Child, we had the Encyclopedia Britannica and we had Childcraft. Y'all remember Childcraft? They were like the kids' version of encyclopedias. They were a little more kid friendly with the language and more pictures and colorful. Mm-hmm. Or was it Childcraft? Yeah, I think it was called Childcraft. What's up, Andre? Hey, my love. Correct says she still use checks. I can't tell y'all the last time I wrote a check. Actually, I can. Last time I wrote a check was to my doctor because my doctor, she's a little older. She probably need to go ahead and retire. She don't take she only take cash or check. She don't take no cash app. She don't take no form of electronic pay. She don't take debit cards. Baby, you either and there used to be ATM because she practices out of a hospital. But last time I went to her, the ATM wasn't working. And I've been going to her for years. So she knew I wasn't trying to skip out on my copay. So the lady told me just mail them a check when I got home. And I had to find my checkbook because I don't even write checks. But I had to write out a check for my copay and mail it on over there to them. That's the last. But before that, I would really had to struggle to find out when the last time I wrote a check. I had to write a check out for my city taxes because they have to pay to take credit cards. I deposit checks with mobile phone. If I can't cash app or debit, I have no business doing anything with you. That is so 20-year-old of you, Xavier. Because before that, I used to write a check to my hairdresser because my hairdresser only took cash or check. But hell, my hairdresser just started taking cash apps. What? I think last year she started taking cash. I went there one time. I went there one day, and I usually would just take cash before I went. I would already just have cash for, or I would have my checkbook because I'm, one or the other. And I saw somebody pay her with cash out one day. I said, you take cash out now? She said, yeah. I said, oh, okay. And I know she feels more comfortable taking cash out because then she don't have to worry about because she used to have her brother. Her brother did it voluntarily, but her brother, if she had to go to the bank, her brother would take her to the bank if she was because they could all work at night and they got all that cash. So I know she feels a lot more comfortable. So okay, LB said they got a 19 out of 20, no paper maps. Oh, you almost had a perfect score, honey. Really Be magazine subscriptions. Yes. I prefer Zelle over cash. I don't like Zelle. I don't like Zelle. Lady Retro got a 20. I'm 2020. I got all 20. Do you think the pending IRS changes are going to impact the use of those electronic? Yeah, they are. Because honestly, I probably should have stopped using Cash App this year. I'm probably going to end up owing taxes on Cash App. And not because of like donations from YouTube, but because of other things that I do with Cash App. I might be in trouble. I might be in trouble. 17 out of 20, 2020, 17 out of 2020. Okay. If I can't Zelle, Apple Pay, or use debit or credit, I would be distraught. Yeah. I've started using Apple Pay more than I used to. I definitely have started using Apple Pay more than I used to. Okay. I see an 18 out of 20. I see a 2020. Okay. So I see what my demographic is. Xavier said an 8 out of 20. That's about right. That's about what I expected from you, Xavier. That's about what I expected from you, my love. That is about what I expected from you. Okay. Well, y'all, we have been on here an hour and a half. I hope you guys enjoyed your Sunday. I mean, your Sunday, your Saturday. I'm getting ready to get off of here. I'm probably going to do my review for Black Cake, the episode that dropped on Wednesday. I'm keeping up, for those of you that are following Black Cake, I'm keeping up with the differences from the book to the movie. So when they're done with the series, I mean, from the book to the mini series. So when they're done with the whole mini series, we're going to do a live. We're going to talk about the differences between the book and the series. I will say this. I am absolutely loving the series. I'm loving Black Cake, what they did with it. I am going to say this. This is what I am going to say. Oh, Chrisean. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Chris, I didn't, you know why? Because I dropped the link. I thought y'all was going to come up and talk about it. But what Chrisean said was she did a post and delete. I'm going to show y'all what she did. Chrisean did a post and delete where she said, where did I put it? It said, I don't get disrespectful till you get disrespectful. But it was a post and delete. She posted it on her Twitter and then she deleted it off of her Twitter. Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, ma'am. Even if that man was disrespectful to you, which I don't believe he was, even if he was disrespectful to you, your response was not appropriate. That's it. That's all. Based on the information that we know. Based on the information that we know. I'm gonna put it like that. I'm glad you had a good time with the game. I saw it as I was scrolling, and I was like, let me go around with this. I think this will be fun. At Bingo listening, who remembers playing with magnetic chips? No, I never really did bingo. I mean, I've played bingo, but I never really did like gone places to play bingo. The most I've ever played bingo was on a ship, on a cruise. Now I'll play the hell out of bingo on the cruise. I don't know why I played on a cruise, but I won't play it like here. But I'll play it on a cruise now. I don't know why, but I will. I actually won on the cruise one time. Maybe that's why, because I won. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to say this. For those of you that are watching the series Black Cake, but you didn't read the book, I'm not going to spoil it for you. But the one thing I am going to say is, so far for me, the biggest difference, there have been subtle differences, but the biggest difference from the book to the show Black Cake is the details about Benny's character. And I will clarify that when it's over with. But they've changed certain things. Oh, I still have $2 bills. I still got a bunch of $2 bills. But they've changed things about Benny's character. And I haven't quite figured out why they did it yet. But they've changed things about Benny's character. That's the biggest difference that I've seen so far. Oh, now we're only 4 episodes in. We're not done yet. But so far, that's the biggest difference. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. For example, in the book, Benny lived in New York. But in the miniseries, Benny only lives an hour away. Now, I feel like that was done for dramatic effect. For them to be like, oh, she only lived an hour away all this time. And she never, and she never contacted us. But there's some other differences with Benny. And again, I'll get into it when we do the whole breakdown. I'll get into all of the different layers when we do the whole breakdown. But that's one example of what I mean with Benny. They changed. Benny to me is the biggest change. But again, I have some other things that I will talk about. Did you hear about Eric Adams? Yeah, I saw about that. I saw that, Marky Mom. They changed Mitch's character too. Who was Mitch? Who was Mitch? Who was Mitch, Renee? I don't know who that is right now. Hold on. Child, now I'm thinking, who was Mitch? No, they haven't changed him. What did they change about him? They haven't changed him. Well, let me not say that. What did they change about him? Maybe I missed it. Let me not say they haven't changed him. Because clearly you think you saw something I didn't see. What did they change? I must have missed it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like that. I must have missed it, Renee. What did they change? Because I missed it. So I can add it to my list. Because I totally missed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Miss B. Carter. Oh, you know what, Renee? You know what? I wrote that in my notes because that's one of the things with B too. So let me add that. Okay, I got you. I'm with you now. They complexion. I wrote that in my notes. That is I wrote colorism, but I wrote Benny. I wrote colorism. Let me add Mitch. Okay, I'm sorry. Yep. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like they changed details about him. I wrote that in my notes. Don't put out. Listen, I ain't talking about all of the changes, y'all. I'm not talking about all of the changes. Chrisean went live on Instagram. I'm sure somebody got it, child. Is she live now? Let me see if she live now or did she just go live? Because I'm sure somebody screen recorded it. Oh, she's live right now. All right, let me screen record it and see what she's talking about. I'm about to get off of here anyway, so let me hear what she's talking about. All right, now let me go because, like I said, thank you, Renee. And again, I apologize. I worded it the way that I did. Let me get off of here. Let me see what Chrisean talking about, and maybe we'll come back and talk about it. Okay? I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.